With America's 250th birthday around the corner, we're taking a look at how Detroit helped shape the nation we know today. In August of 1619, the first enslaved people from Africa brought to what would become the United States. As more than 10 million enslaved people helped build the country and fuel its economy over the next 246 years, the abolitionist movement gained momentum, giving rise to the Underground Railroad.
It is incredible history. Detroit became one of the final stops for those seeking freedom in Canada. 7 News Detroit's Whitney Burney taking us through the history still among us today.
In a dark church basement in Greektown,
this is the Tubman room.
Rich history colors every corner of the Second Baptist Church.
These scriptures on the wall testify against enslavement of people. Some people try to weaponize the Bible as a tool against folks to promote slavery.
The church.
I take you into the basement where we would hide people.
A stop along the Underground Railroad as enslaved Africans made the trek to freedom before the Civil War. A portion of the original hiding room still preserved next to its replica.
Once we get to the Detroit River, George the Baptist, the gentleman here, pictured right here, he owned a steamboat. We'll put them in the steamboat and we'll get them to Canada.
Church historians estimate 5,000 slaves passing through Second Baptist before crossing the border.
The amount of heart, the amount of conviction, the amount of just grit, whatever you want to call it, that people needed to have to make that journey north, to evade the dogs, to evade slave catchers, to just hope and pray that the houses or the people they ran into were supportive. It was tremendous.
Why was Canada the safe haven for people?
But what the Canadians did was they adopted abolitionism very, very quickly. And so by the time we get to the 1830s, there isn't slavery in Canada.
Billy Walwinkle with the Detroit Historical Museum says the opening of the Erie Canal and rapid development happening in Detroit also made it a city more frequently traveled, meaning enslaved people seeking freedom were less likely to stick out from others passing through. And despite plenty of opposition, the abolition movement was fiercely expanding in Detroit.
What they did was knock down the little dominoes, that knocked down the bigger dominoes, that knocked down the biggest dominoes that led to the end of slavery as we know it then in the United States.
And while the landscape of the city of Detroit has changed quite a bit over the last 250 years, what's now considered our downtown back in the 1800s housed a lot of the stops along the Underground Railroad, including right here in State Capitol Park. A barn owned by businessman Seymour Finney once stood here, serving as an Underground Railroad stop. Another stop at what's now Larned and Beaubien Streets, the home of George the Baptist, just a short distance from the point of the Detroit River where he'd helped fugitive slaves escape.
Michigan being a free state, a lot of people came here.
Genealogist Cheryl Garnett's third great-grandmother and grandfather, Jane King Walls and John Freeman Walls, some of the many who made it to the other side.
Our family story was that he was emancipated and that together they took the Underground Railroad to get to freedom because she was an Irish woman and he was a black man. But she actually owned him in 1850.
Stories that are now a source of pride and a testimony of what it means to be resilient in America.
When I cross into Canada and get to their property, it's this feeling of being home. Even though I didn't know them, I know them.
For 7 News Detroit, I'm Whitney Burney.
Such important history to be preserved. Good to see that. Thank you so much, Whitney.
An incredible story, yes.